Let's begin by looking at that market remaining under pressure today and as well as yesterday. Any particular reason why we're seeing investors getting all skittish?
Of course, we have the bigger issues in terms of the normal situation whereby we don't have the right systems in place right now for a market upturn. We don't have confidence. We don't have change in regulations that will bolster confidence. I mean, people want to come into the market. But beyond that, this is December, and in Nigeria, it's the festive period coming up. People are moving their savings and their funds for personal use and not having that much interest in business anymore. So that combined effect is leading to a more drastic downturn in the market going forward for this month.
Yeah, Jude, it's interesting you talk about confidence because I had an interview earlier on with the Minister of State for Finance, and one of the issues that we spoke about was the whole issue around confidence in the banking sector. And he said, as far as the government is concerned, the crisis is over. It has taken enough measures to stabilize that sector, and there should be no cause for concern.
That's a very positive statement, which we consider to be we beg to differ. We find that to be untrue. The crisis is in a stalemate. It's not over. It's far from over. There are a lot of questions that are not answered yet, which will be answered in the new year. There are a lot of issues on the table which need to be resolved before we can go forward. So it's far from over. And beyond the banks, in the whole market, there needs to be some change. I'll name one, because I know we don't have much time. One is Nigerian companies need to stop releasing unaudited results for 9 months out of 12 months in the year. We only have audited results at the end of the year for most companies. Some do twice a year. So you have 9 months to mislead investors and 3 months to set it right. That has to stop. So there are many other things that need to be sorted out before you bring back that confidence. Lastly, in this market, Nigerians tend to wait, others should lead, and they follow. In other words, people are on the back seat, on the back burner, waiting for other people to come into the market and drive it up. So if everybody's waiting for everybody else, then who's doing the job? Nobody. So until we all come into the market collectively and take our wounds and our prizes at the same time, the market will not rebound.
Jude, I certainly hope that you'll be able to watch that interview that we had with the Minister of State. It's going to be flighted later on in this program as well as tomorrow morning on Powerline, so I hope you can make that time. But talking of what the banks have done, we have seen some of the banks coming in and also providing for some of those margin losses. So you are suggesting that that is not enough. The market still doesn't believe that enough has been done to set investors' ease about the provisions for those bad loans.
That is true. Enough has not been done. First of all, let's take it back to the basics. Margin loans in the first place. If a bank has given a margin loan in which the loan was collateralized by the stocks, the shares behind it, we should not have margin loan defaults on bad loans on the bank's books. The banks were supposed to have sold those securities in order to protect their own principal, and they did not. So you have banks that are giving out loans that don't understand the system in which they are playing. There should be no margin loans on banks' books that are bad, because they should have sold the stocks in time and recovered their principal. So that shows you that there's a deeper problem in the system. Beyond that, we still need more transparency. What they're doing now, they're being forced to do it. Non-performing loans, provisions, covering your non-performing loans and all that. They're being forced to. There's more that needs to be done, and they can't keep on running a system whereby they only do things when they're being forced to do so by regulators. They need to act and show that they can lead the way forward and be transparent. So we're getting there, but we're still far away.
Jude, you make me afraid to ask my last question, which was going to be, so where do you see the market going from here on?
We said back in July, August, the market will be down this year at least 30%, and we're still going to hold on to that. People are waiting for the market to just rebound of its own willpower. The market will not rebound on its own willpower over a consistent period because people's trading habits have changed. There's no confidence, and everybody's sitting on the fence waiting for somebody else to drive the market. And when we all wait, nothing happens. So for these reasons, I don't see it happening anytime soon, and that's looking at roughly in a year's time. And that's really what it's going to be. There's a lot of things that need to be resolved, and they're not being done in this market. So you'll see a 1 or 2 week raise here and there, but that's about it.